reverse the key. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally free.
If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Listen.
Birdman dead, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing the song. Why they had to send my baby home? And with some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers and feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love brain, I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wristwatch apart, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will bust your medulla. That's a... It is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big cause we kahuna. taking over. One city at a time.
Hey boy, don't spill my drink, boy. Bullet. Now listen.
Grand hustle, homie.
Everybody report to the blood. Dance floor. White clef, all hands on deck. Hello the beat.
Boy, you know what it is.
Yo, tip. Talk to them blood.
I'm a real G, homie. Told 6 figures, homie. Got a pistol, you don't want it. Boy, you know what it is. I'm way flyer. My pay's way higher. If they ever mention sire, boy, you know what it is. That drama, you don't want no problems. I love that llama, boy, you know what it is. I get money, all I got is big money. This is how she get from me. Boy, you know what it is.
Yo, TIP. Let them little rap boys know how you do it.
The wait is over, here we go again, I'm back in the play. Gonna sell another couple meal and take it back to the 8. Gonna take that other couple meal and put it back in the safe. 5 cash for the crib on the back of the lake. I'm up in Crucial 2-stepping with the gat in my way. See, I ain't in the street no more, folks, boy, that what they say. Go ahead and try 'em when you see 'em, boy, you have to be great. Cause the pills to hit you in your face, your teeth to have to replace. You trust me, don't hurt me to take.
All right, we're just about ready to go for the second half of play. Panthers up 35-29 here at Arlington Lamar High School. And Billy Jack, what do you think Coach Brackle was saying to the Panthers as we get ready for the second half?
He's in there in the locker room challenging. He tells them, come on, kids, get after it. Let's go. Let's play Panther basketball. They've got their leading scorer on the bench. There's no reason in the world why we can't extend this lead easily coming out this second half.
All right, Panthers will start out with Simmons, Neal, Boone, Odiers, and McLeod. Arlington Lamar goes with Brandon Childs, Nick Lira, Robel Selassie, Jalen Stern, and Donnell Johnson. Neal brings it up against Johnson. Left side wing to Boone. Boone penetrates down the lane, gets free, and lays it in.
Good start.
Nice drive from Nick Boone.
Turn up the defensive pressure. Let's force him into some turnovers.
Donnell Johnson trapped. Odiers and Neal got him. He's able to get it up the sideline to Stern. Stern dribbles into the front court. Forced to wait, and there comes the Panthers with the steal. Neal pushed it loose. Boone comes away with the loose when McLeod thought about the three. Instead, drives in, gets it to Boone. His shot up no good, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Good look inside of Jalen. What you want to do in that situation is make the best, easiest shot possible. And the best shot was that one standing right underneath.
Boone, a reliable free throw shooter. He's going 70% on the season. His first one is good. He's got 6 on the night. 38-29 Panthers with 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Second free throw, good for Boone. By my unofficial count, Boone has knocked down everything he's thrown up. 2 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Tie ball in the backcourt. Jalen McLeod able to reach in and grab it from Donnell Johnson. Jump ball possession arrow pointing in favor of the Vikings. Childs inbounds to Johnson. Johnson works against McLeod. Now Neal comes over to trap. Pass ahead to Selassie. Back to Johnson. Near the center circle. And he's going to get called for the 10 count. And that's just losing track of it. Donnell Johnson, not a whole lot of pressure on him.
Not really, and you spend time sending players at him from different directions, and it just makes him think about everything else but the time.
Jalen McLeod brings it up for the Panthers. He's got it on the left side against Childs. Kicks it left wing to Boone. Boone gets a high screen from ODAs, gets right up to the elbow and knocks down another jumper. He's got 9. Torrance Neal getting a hand in on the inbounds pass, able to knock it away. It'll still belong to the Vikings. Substitution into the game for the Vikings. Sean Abram into the game.
Coach Burke for the Vikings has to be careful right now, not let this get away from him. It's way too early into the second half. Can't let the Panthers get on a 10-point run.
Panthers were up 6 at the half. They've stretched it out to 12, 41-29. And there's a pass ahead from Childs, but it's too tall for Lyra, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Panthers.
One of those that's not a steal necessarily, but it's a turnover.
Neal brings it up, half-court pressure from the Vikings. Gets to the high post to Kevin Simmons. Simmons surveys his options, and he'll dribble back out. Gets it to Neal on the left wing. Neal penetrates. Quick hand come in from Abram to knock it loose. Neal able to corral it, but a jump ball possession arrow is going to be pointing still in favor of the Panthers. You got to like to have a little bit more ball security than that if you're North Crowley.
Well, you do. Dribble inside 5 white shirts. You better pick it up.
McLeod inbounds underneath. Neal comes off a screen in the left corner. Back up to Simmons, top of the key, to McLeod in the corner. He takes a dribble, kicks it back to Simmons at the top of the key. Simmons into the lane, gets his shot up and down.
A little shooter's roll there.
First bucket for Simmons. He's got 2. Panthers up 43-29. That's 8 in a row to start this half. Johnson dribbles down to the elbow at the other end. He stops and pops. Gets the Vikings off the schneid. McLeod brings it the other way for the Panthers. McLeod, a nice layoff to ODA's. Strong to the hole. A two-handed funky dunk from ODA's and the foul. He'll go to the line for 1.
Boy, you like to see that. The Vikings score on one end. Panthers bring it back down just a couple of seconds to get the ball to big ODA's and let him slam it home.
That call on Jalen Stern. That's his 3rd personal foul. All kinds of foul trouble for the Vikings. Free throw good for ODA's, and he starts right where he left off in the first half with a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Abram, the high left corner for the Vikings. He's trapped. Simmons and McLeod in there. McLeod comes away with the steal. Fakes the pass, goes to the hole, takes it up, and is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's just good North Crowley Panther right there. Pressure.
That call goes against Donnell Johnson, his first personal, team's 2nd. Abram certainly got in trouble there. Shortest guy on the court and trapped by McLeod and the big 6'4" Simmons. First shot good for McLeod.
It's good to see the Panthers take advantage of both their quickness and their size.
And looky there, Coach. Daquan Thomas comes back into the game. He's got 4 fouls, but the Vikings down 16, trying to stay in this thing.
Yeah, you're just rolling the dice now. Of course, you tell the young man to not draw that 5th foul.
McLeod gets the 2nd free throw. It's 48-31 North Crowley, 5:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Simmons sticks a hand in to poke the ball out of bounds. It'll still belong to the Vikings. They're looking to get it into the front court. Panthers extending full court pressure. Childs will inbound, looking to Donnell Johnson to bring it up. Pressure on the inbound. able to get it into Johnson. McLeod sliced in trying to get the steal, couldn't quite get there. Johnson gets into the lane, throws the shot up over the big Panther bodies. It doesn't go, and Nick Boone grabs the board. McLeod kicks left side to Boone. Boone back over to McLeod at the high right wing. He backs out into the high right corner. Now kicks it right wing to Simmons. Simmons to the top of the key to Neal. Vikings go for a steal, not there. Neal down the lane quickly, doesn't get it. There's Odiers with the board. He can't quite get the follow, but he is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
You see, it's so good to see Odiers using his big size underneath. They just don't match up with that big 6'8" frame.
That call on Nick Lira, his first personal. Odier's shot no good from the free throw line. 3 of 5 on the night from the line. 8 of 11 from the field, though, for Odier's. He's got 19. Second free throw not there for Odier's. Jalen Stern pulls down the board. Johnson brings it up for the Vikings. He goes right down the left sideline. Panthers unable to step in to stop him. Finally going to get called for a foul. Foul called before the shot. It'll be Viking ball underneath. That call on Kevin Simmons. That's his first personal foul. Team first of the half.
This is how quickly that Panther pressure can turn the game. We're up by 6 at the half, and then 3 minutes into the third, we're now up by 17.
13-2 run by the Panthers. Caleb Banks into the game along with Rod Young for North Crowley. The inbound goes to Donnell Johnson. He's got it at the top of the key. Dribbles left side, and there's McLeod stepping in to steal the ball. Oh, no, that's going to be a foul. This one's going to go against Daquan Thomas. That is his 5th personal foul. He was only able to give the Vikings a minute before he picked up his 5th, and that's a tough break for the young kid. Looked like their feet just kind of got caught up there.
I guess, like you said, Coach Burks of the Vikings is thinking, I got to get him in, I got to get some offense going, but doggone it, the kid's played too aggressively up to this point to draw 4 fouls. He's going to draw number 5 in a hurry, and does.
Inbound to Banks in the backcourt. Banks to Young. Young turns around. Donnell Johnson poked it out, but McLeod able to come up with it. There's a steal by Childs, headed the other way. Panthers, lots of pressure. Childs able to hang on to it, get it to Johnson. Back to Childs, right side. He takes it strong to the hole. He's fouled, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
You want the Panthers to keep that same intensity, that same pressure. Don't start playing sloppy. Play with what got you there, that 17-point lead.
That call on Boone, that's his 3rd personal foul. Team second. 48-31, North Crowley with 4:28 to play. First free throw good for Childs. Childs misses on the second, and there's Rod Young with the board. Caleb Banks brings it up right side. Inbound pass goes to Odiers. Odiers working in the post, turns and faces with the double team. Back to Banks, back down to Odiers. Kicks left side corner to Nick Boone. 3-point attempt. Nothing but bottoms for Nick Boone.
Good job by Odiers. You're going to feed him on the block. They're going to ambush bringing another defender down to get him. He just looks up and finds a guy that's wide open in the corner.
Childs cuts down the lane, finds Jalen Stern alone on the right side. Panthers applying high pressure. Vikings able to get behind it. Stern gets the easy layup. It's 51-34 North Crowley. 3:47 to go in the third quarter. McLeod penetrates down the right side of the lane. Not there, but Odier is able to keep the board alive. He gets the follow. Odier is a monster down low for the Panthers.
Boy, he is. His big 6'8" frame versus their tallest guy they can roll out there, about 6'3". It's like me and yoga. It's no match.
Shot no good at the other end by the Vikings. Caleb Banks up with the loose ball. He goes all the way to the hole, takes it up, no good, but there is a foul. He's going to go to the line for 2. That call on Donnell Johnson. That's his 3rd personal foul. Team 6th. Caleb Banks at the line shooting 2. a reliable free throw shooter. He's 80% on the season. 3 of 3 tonight. He's got 3 points.